A Japanese wife. Oh, Lord, he said. Japanese women, real women, they have not forgotten. Or German women in the doorway, or even beetles from Siam. What will you have, bending and smiling and closing wounds men have made? But American women will kill you just like they tear a lampshade. American women care less than a dime. They've gotten derailed. They're too nervous to make good. Always smiling, belly aching, disillusioned, overwrought. But oh Lord, say the Japanese women. There was this one. I came home and the door was locked. And when I broke in, she broke out the bread knife and chased me under the bed. And her sister came. And they kept me under that bed 3 days. And when I came out at last, she didn't mention attorneys, just said, "You will never wrong me again." And I didn't. But she died on me. In dying, she said, "You can wrong me now." And later I did. But you know, I felt worse then than when she was living. There was no voice, no knife, nothing but little Japanese prints on the wall, all those tiny people sitting by red rivers flying with green birds. And I took them down and put them upside down in a drawer with my shirts. It was the first time I realized that she was dead, even though I'd buried her. And someday I'll take them all out again. All the tan-faced little people sitting happily by their bridges and huts and mountains. But not right now, not just yet, man. Bukowski's still at it. The curtains are waving and people walk through the afternoon here and in Berlin and in New York City and in Mexico. I wait on life like a pregnancy, put the stethoscope to the gut. But all I hear now is the piano slamming its teeth through areas of my brain. Somebody in this neighborhood likes Gershwin, which is too bad for me. And the woman sits behind me, sits there, and keeps lighting cigarettes. And now the nurses leave the hospital near here, and they wear dresses that are naked in the sun to cheer the dead and the dying and the doctors. Especially the doctors, but it does not help me. If I could rip them with moans of delight, it would neither add or take away anything. Now, a horn blows a tired summer like a gladiola given up and leaning against a house. And the bottles we have emptied would strangle the sensibilities of God Himself. Now I look up and see my face in the mirror. If I could only kill the man who killed the man. More than coffee pots and cheroots have done me in. More than myself has done me in. Madness comes like a mouse out of the cupboard, and they hand me a photograph of the moon. The woman behind me has a daughter who falls in love with men in beards and sandals and berets, who smoke pipes and carefully comb their hair and play chess and talk continually of the soul and of art. This is good enough. You've got to love something. Now the landlord waters outside, dripping the plants with false rain. Gershwin is finished now. It sounds like Greek. Ah, it's all so common and hard, impossible. I do wish somebody would go blackberry wild. I do wish they would. But no, I do suppose it will be the same. A beer, and then another beer, and then another beer. Maybe then a half pint of scotch, 3 cigars. Smoke, smoke, yes, smoke. Under the electric sun of night, hidden here in these walls with this woman and her life while the police are taking the drunks off the streets. I do not know how much longer I can last, but I keep thinking, oh my God, the gladiola will straighten hard and full of color like an arrow pointing at the sun. Christ will shudder like marmalade. My cat will look like Gandhi once looked. Everything, everything, even the tile in the men's room at the Union Station will be true. All those mirrors there, finally with faces in them. Roses, forests, no more policemen, no more me. Freedom.